feel more
when loved
cheerful.
ones are near. It's the most wonderful time. Yes, the most
Oh, we can't go wrong with this.
time. Oh, the most
Almost done.
wonderful time of the year.
Bang.
Good morning, and welcome
Yeah.
to the Throga channel. Good morning, everybody in the Philippines and our Thronelies and friends for another Filipino Friday podcast.
What is Johnny's mug? I don't know. I coincidentally, in the last year and a half or so, I've
Okay.
acquired more mugs that all have
I
different...
wonder where from.
They all have special meanings. I never knew that one would get mugs for the meaning, but yes. I have.
They have.
Let's see this. This one's from Florida Cavern Staff.
Wait, can we see it? What's the picture? Wow, it's epic.
It's just big.
Oh
think
my
it's
goodness. Good morning, all. I see everybody in the chat. Oh, let me bring you onto the screen so everybody can see you. Cats and Flory and Chris and Hazel and Grateful Travelers. Oh, I like your title. Brigitte is in the chat, keeping everybody in check. We just discussed a fantastic idea that you'll see next week for In the Chat. Surprise coming. Hello, Joy and Francesca and Art and Glenn and Paul. Welcome, everybody.
Oh, Latte Lover said Leia sang Imagine during her holiday concert. Great song. That was one of the first songs that I learned by ear. That's when I actually started liking music, because I took piano lessons when I was a young kid, about 4 or 5, and didn't want anything to do with it. And then around 12 or 13, I was like, oh, music's kind of cool. And I Imagine was one of the first ones that I actually liked, and I learned by myself.
That is our Beatles bridge together, as Let It Be was my first song on drums. So that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
For those of you interested in our origin story, if you haven't seen it, go check out the Traveler Adventure in our One OK Rock mini podcast series that we did. Even if you're not a fan of One OK Rock, they're great. You should check them out anyway. But the origin story was so much fun putting together, so you can learn more about Johnny's background.
We're actually in talks right now with Marvel. They're going to do a movie about Richard and me. Our origin story. Just,
this is new to
just
me.
like all the other. Yeah.
The video's
like
that good. It's that good. Perhaps we should start our show.
Yep. And before we do, if you could hit like and subscribe and ring that bell, that would be fantastic.
And thank you, Chris, for the early coffee. Cheers to you. Thank you so much. Also, please be sure to click on the link below if you'd like to join Chris in purchasing a coffee, help support our page and this wonderful TGIFF podcast. Even become a Thronely member with all sorts of perks, including reaction shorts. Johnny and I just recorded a bunch of them yesterday as well. That will be out soon. And you can even check out our shop if you're interested in songwriting or singing lessons with one of us.
I wonder who would play each of us in the movie.
Well, So I've been compared to Nick Cage when I used to actually work out and have long hair. I have like hint of that, maybe a hint of Gary Oldman. Maybe that's wishful thinking. You've been compared to Will Ferrell, Adam Levine. I've heard all sorts of names thrown out there. What do you guys think?
I don't see the Will Ferrell thing. Oh, what's his name?
Maybe just a little bit in the eyes, that's all.
Maybe.
I don't know. You're beautiful. There's only one of you.
I don't know.
All right, so first up, we have...
Pacino.
Al Pacino. We have Caloy Quemada, if I'm saying his name correctly, on the Wish Bus. The other artist we're getting to today, by the way, is The Company and Pablo from SB19. Now, we do not have a poll for Caloy because we already have the second song that we're going to react to. It was heavily requested. We're just going to explore it because I thought it was really interesting. It's called Switch Voice. So we'll learn about that in a little bit. But the others, we will be doing a poll as well. So here we go. Jumping in a new voice. I'm excited. That's cool.
Wish 1075.
Saan nagsimula man bago ang lahat? Kailan nung ako'y di na naging sapat? Ba't di mo sinabi nung una pa lang?
Beautiful. Dang.
Thanks for joining us, Gigi.
Ang kailangan, pero di ang mahal.
That's a cool guitar, by the way.
Cool guitar, cool progression in the sound and everything, and a cool voice. A very delicate, vulnerable tone that he's singing with. Does anybody know if this is an original of his? It seems like it is. Just the way he's playing it, singing it, feels like super connected. Just curious.
Yes, real quick, too, I'd like to just
Sorry.
clarify something. So, Bridget is saying Throneley's was Johnny's idea and very much supported by you guys. Kind of. That's only a half truth. So, my original idea
Oh, no. Here we go.
was to call our fans the Throneley fans, based off of OnlyFans and Throga.
Which
I
my
thought
children informed me was a bad idea.
which I thought was very genius. I was so proud of myself. I thought it was perfect. And then, yes, we found out that if one were to search for OnlyFans on the internet,
Don't do
they
it.
would stumble upon some naughty sites. So it was changed to Throneley's, which
Yes.
is much safer. But
That
I
is
can't
the
take credit for that. I still think my original idea is the best. But
Let's continue.
anyway, I digress.
Oh, this is a cover.
Aking pagmamahal, lahat ay
Thank you, the Tiger Ball.
ng mapangiti ka lang.
Roy Dela Torres.
Ba't di ko nakita na ayaw mo na?
He's making it his own.
Ako ang kasama, pero hanap
Does sound familiar, the song?
siya.
Yeah, we did hear it.
At kung masaya ka sa piling niya, hindi ko na pipilit pa. Ang tanging hiling ko lang sa kanya, huwag kang paluhain at talagaan kanya.
Thank you for the translation, Francesca.
Saan natigil ang pagiging totoo? Sa tuwing mababanggit na
Morning, Sandra.
mahal mo ko, ba't di mo?
I'm going to pause here because I do want to talk about his voice. As I mentioned,
Absolutely.
we've already addressed the fact that there's a sensitivity, vulnerability mixed in. We often discuss, or at least mention, the passaggio, which there is none taking place right now. Actually, there's a lot of it, but it's not obvious. And that's what's so great about a balanced voice.
So for those who haven't
Caloy.
seen the episodes about the Passaggio, can you just describe it really quick?
Go ahead.
No, can you?
I'm gonna tell you what.
You do better.
I'll play the next song request, and you describe the passaggio. I'm kidding. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to hear me.
Yes, this is your dance performing flea.
Absolutely. So the passaggio it's just Italian for passageways, where the derivative of the word is, and it's the bridge between the chest voice and the head voice, where the vocal folds are thick, like I'm speaking in right now, or like a good example is on the piano. The lower note on the piano is striking strings that are thicker. It's a slower vibration, creates more richer overtones, versus a higher note where the string is smaller, so it can wiggle faster, and it creates a more delicate sound. And we can do that with our voice, going into. I guess there was an example of head voice. Maybe I should warm up. Where the fold's thin and it vibrates quicker, just like the different masses of a string on a guitar or a piano. So the bridge is going from thick to thin. You could hear, because I didn't warm up and I'm only drinking coffee so far, which is not the fuel for singers. You could hear that little crack, that little break. That shows off where the passaggio is, because the folds are jumping from thick to thin. He's just swimming in this very delicate space, this really balanced space where the folds can adjust the mass and still get these beautiful notes where it's not defined as chest voice or head voice. That the what do I want to say? The resonance taking place in his vocal tract is just highlighting a single quality of sound throughout that, and it takes great skill to do that well, and he's demonstrating that beautifully.
Absolutely. And that is what we would call a natural tenor. I mean, that is the epitome of tenor.
I would, yes.
Yeah, and we can talk about that a little more later, but I mean, you could kind of hear it right from the start, and it's kind of begs the question: is a tenor, is it a tonal thing, or is it mainly just a range thing? Because obviously he's got range. He's like, the verse, but he ends up going up to an A4 and then the C5, which are definitely high notes typically for a male voice.
Right.
But even if he stayed lower, I just feel like there's something about the tone of his voice that would suggest it. So
it is a tonal thing, because it's the ability to have a specific timbre that you can amplify within a set of range. So that exactly what you just said. It's the range with the tone is what defines where a baritone or a tenor might be. But those labels really don't mean anything in this context, because he's not singing with a choir or with a theater production or opera. It's just he's just expressing himself in a space that, he does beautifully.
I've just always been very envious of natural tenors, because I'm not a natural tenor. I definitely have a baritone, and at times I can hit higher notes, and just a natural tenor is just like sort of a unicorn, because it's just outside of what I can do.
Crazy. All right, let's keep going here. That was an intentional switch to head voice there.
Great. Great.
Ako'y nauna, pero siya ang wakas. At kita naman sa iyong mga mata kung bakit pinili mo siya. Mahirap labanan ang dinadaanan.
Oh, and then to fade back.
That was great. That's the one.
Paubaya.
Wish exclusive on Wish 1075.
Pinapaubaya. Pinapaubaya. Puna sa kanya.
Beautifully done.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
that last moment he goes.
You do.
I mean, and then to go from full voice in that note, and then just
Well, he
kinda
went into it with his
gently
actually
decrescendo.
is like 90% full
Probably
voice.
90%,
Yeah,
yes.
and then but to like land in there and then fade with that bridge that Passage were talking about, it's just so well done.
So slick. Yeah, he's great, man.
Cool. Well, we're excited to circle back to him. I do see lots of requests in the chat. If you are new here, all of your requests for artists that we're not doing today, please add them to the comments after the live stream. They will get lost and not even considered in the chat. So that's where to put them. And I do see the brand new winner of The Voice, first ever Filipino or Asian winner, which seems like they should have been just winning all of the contests for the last decade, is what his name? I keep forgetting the name. It's Sofarino. I can't remember the name, but we are reacting to him after our Christmas special next week. So he is included there, and we're looking forward to checking out his voice.
Awesome.
Okay.
A couple of coffee buyers too. I'd like
Yes.
to thank. Thank you to Chris and Thanos. Isn't Thanos the one that you get compared to?
Thanos? Why Thanos?
Wait. Hold on a second. Who's
Did he
Thanos?
just snap the finger?
Fictional character.
Sofronio. Is that right? Judith, did I say that right? Sofronio? Vesquez? All right.
Thanos, also known as Art. So I'm trying to figure out
Yes.
the reference. Oh, Marvel. Okay, that.
Yeah, no, I know who Thanos is. You are out of the loop on Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the 50th movie, I'm just like, I don't know if I can follow this.
It's a lot to commit to.
Yeah.
All right, we are checking out The Company. This is Everlasting Love. Looks like we're going back in time. I'm not sure of the date at the moment. Now I know the moment. 1991. And it's with Ryan Kayabyab.
It's
We
called, you
love.
said it's called Everlasting Love?
Yes.
Oh, I don't think it's this song, but I do love that. Lots gone astray, even
Well,
though.
It could be. Maybe Ryan's just on piano. That I don't know. But
You know the.
Brigitte is...
Open up your eyes.
Yes. Everlasting Love. I
I
got you.
love that song. I love that song.
And Brigitte is setting up the poll, if it's not already there, for the other songs for us to go back to and check out. So let's enjoy. And Pablo is next, for those of you waiting.
Not the same, but I like this.
No.
I was scared to admit I cared for someone, 'cause my heart would always
Glad you could join us today.
break. But things
Welcome.
have changed today. Darling, did you know that something happened to us right before the future and right after the past? Did you smile when you found out what a wonderful thing it was? We found an everlasting love.
Such a feeling of nostalgia.
It kind of reminds me of Lawrence Welk a little bit. Were you ever forced to watch that show?
No, I was not, but I know the reference.
Yeah, I mean, great talent. Okay, it's just it's like I guess just like sort of the family vibe and everybody,
Yeah.
7 singers on stage.
But it has this because it's not a literal nostalgia moment for me because I've never heard them before, obviously. But it's just it's like that time period essence.
Yep.
That's
Well, the
taking
90s.
place.
It's
Yeah.
the colors, the set design,
Everything,
yeah, the haircuts.
everything about this.
Yeah.
We'll go through life together, 'cause when you were by my side, tomorrow looks so bright.
I'm sure we'll stay in love forever. As
Oh, I like some of the harmony choices too.
years and nights, they're all behind us now.
Darling, did you know that something
Yeah, some
happened
Carpenter
to
moments here.
us?
Yeah.
Right before the future and right after the past, did you smile when you found out what a wonderful thing it was? This love is everlasting. Darling, did you know that something happened to us? Right before the future and right after the past, did you smile when you found out what a wonderful thing it was? We found an everlasting love, sharing my love with you as we journey through life, walking hand in hand. But a lifetime seems short for a love that'll last till the end of time. Darling,
You know it's a Ryan C piece when there's chords outside of the traditional key and a modulation.
Absolutely.
At least one.
Again, he is living my dream. This is what I would want to do. Just working with all the best singers, and he's just always
Yeah.
the go-to guy playing piano and writing songs for them.
Yeah, he creates such a great vibe.
Yeah.
It's crunchy and
darling, did you know that something happened to us? Right before the future and right after the past, did you smile when you found out what a wonderful thing it was? This love is everlasting. Darling, did you know that something happened to us? Right before the future and right after the past, did you smile when you found out what a wonderful thing it was? Our hearts have found a love. We found an everlasting love. We found an everlasting love.
one One of the challenges at this time period too is they didn't have the tech. They didn't have the in-ear monitors. They didn't have the mix, the blend. They're not facing each other. They're
Yeah, I don't even see any monitor speakers facing up at them either.
No, and everything. Oh, I hope I wasn't supposed to have that in transparency. Be sure to check the pinned comment at the top of this video after this live stream. If it ends up on Patreon, there will be a link at that
Oh,
location.
jeez.
Anyway, hopefully that's not the case. But you have to feel out the room in a very different way than the advantages that you have now with being able to have the mix that you want in, just in your ears, and that makes pitch and timing and everything more precise. Plus, the bar is continuously set higher by groups like this because people were raised listening to this and then mimicking that and then creating their own thing. So the vocal groups now are tighter and more precise because of these groups laying down the pavement. You know what I mean? And it's so these are such an essential time period for music and discovery, and like you said, the chord changes and things like that we've kind of lost art on as far as that goes.
Yeah, I mean, this is what year is this? Probably like late 80s, 90s, maybe?
91
But
says.
91, yeah. Isn't it so funny that you can just point that out based on just the way something looks? It's just got such a
Yes.
No, but yeah, but the musically it kind of gave me a little bit more of an old school vibe, and everyone knows I love the old school vibe. But that, for me, it went into that Carpenter's line. I'm a big fan of the Carpenters, Karen Carpenter. But
Yeah, she's awesome.
that D major 7, so just that D major 7 going into that E minor 7 over the D. And then
So tasty.
that A minor 7 with that D, which makes you want to go to goes to that 4 chord. Yeah, no, it's really cool. No, I think they're the element that reminded me of the Lawrence Welk show is just everybody's, there's 3 guys, 3 girls, and they're all matched. They're all wearing the same thing. Which, by the way, I don't want to, no disrespect to the Lawrence Welk show.
No, none at
some
all.
of the greatest musicians and dancers and talent
None at all.
on that show. It just reminds me of when I was 10 and I just wanted to do anything else besides watch Lawrence Welk with my parents.
Friends that are new to this channel, request, please put them. We have 3 basic rules. 1, no all caps in the chat. 2, do not spam, meaning don't keep putting the same request over and over again. And 3, if it's request, no, we're not. I'm not in Hulk mode yet. Just new friends, letting them know.
Yeah, that's what Hulk always says right before he enters Hulk mode.
Please leave your request in the comment section after the live stream. And if for everybody who is here that knows our rules, well, if you can do me a quick favor, just so Brigitte doesn't need to tag them all, just let them know as they come in. I feel like some of you do that as well, which we appreciate. Otherwise, they end up being put in timeout or banned and all that. And we don't want that to happen. So, okay. Oh, real quick, coffees before we listen to Pablo.
Yep. Yes. Please. Thank you.
Please, thank you.
Thank you to Chris. Thank you to, is it Moki or Mochi? I feel like I asked this before.
Mokai.
I feel like it's not that. I feel like it's close.
But we love you.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for 3 coffees apiece.
And we have a super chat as well from Joan Gan. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Okay, so we have already listened to The Boy Who Cried Wolf, which was Johnny and I were absolutely in love with.
Loved it.
Brilliant piece.
Loved
so we are coming back for another album piece right here to start with. Kumunoy. And I don't know if there are translations in here. I'm going to turn this on. I'm hoping there is. If not, if you guys can let me know, that kind of the essence of what the song's about, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, so here we go.
Pablo also living my other dream life as a writer and performer.
However, I think the dance sequences where you're probably a foot taller than everybody else might not gel
Might be
visually.
awkward.
But everything else, yes.
It's been my height has always been my Achilles heel. I just want to dance, Richard. I just want to dance.
Yes. But Agate, could you also put at the top of the chat that the date that we're reacting to Sofrino, because I'm seeing that like just every 5 seconds, so that way everybody knows, so they don't have to keep asking, or we have to keep addressing it. That would be awesome. Thank you. Quicksand. This is what it refers to. Thank you.
Sa daming iniisip pa hindi mapaliwanag ang bigat ng aking nadarama. At sa aking paglaban para bang lalo
Lo-fi
akong
effect.
unti-unting inilap pababa.
Yeah.
Kanina isang buong puso kong nangangaba at anumang oras ipuputok na. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, kaya pa ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, yeah. Pagod na sa paglakad ang aking mga paa, di ko naman alam kung saan papunta. Ako'y nawawala na, gusto ko lang mawala na ng lahat ng ito'y matapos na. Ginawa ko naman ang lahat pero di pa rin sapat. Ako'y hirap na hirap ng huminga. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ano ba-ba-ba-ba-ba? Di ko maintindihan, tinig sa aking lalamunan. Paano ka ba maibsan bigat ng aking nararamdaman? Gusto ko nang sumuko, di na kaya ng puso. Nagdidilim ng paligid ko, wala akong magawa, nahulog na sa isang Kumunoy kung pakiramdam ng nasa Kumunoy. Lalo nang lumalala, pilitin ko manglubungoy. Di ba ko nakakita pero lang kung ibig Kumunoy. Kumunoy, Kumunoy. Nawawala na ang liya, patinit ng aking apoy. Di ko na alam kung paano ko pa nga itutuloy. Di ba ko nakakita pero lang kung ibig Kumunoy. Kumunoy, Kumunoy.
Very
Di na
cool.
bago sa akin ang bakit.
One thing that stood out to me right away, the pre-chorus. You know, when you're feeling overwhelmed, your fight or flight kicks off in your brain, right? So your limbic system starts to freak out, press the alarm. And one of the first things that happens is your vagus nerve that's tied to the muscles of your larynx that you used to sing with, but also your digestive system, your heart rate, cardiovascular system, and everything that tied into your lungs in terms of the diaphragm, some of the muscles around the rib cage themselves, they all become tense. So when that happens, it's hard to take in a quality amount of air. And he used that in his pre-chorus. So rather than just saying that he's, setting up the feeling of quicksand and feeling rushed and everything like that, he actually did that in the pacing of he did like 3 words breath, which is a really clever way to make you as a listener feel the weight and the anxiety of the moment rather than just explaining that you're feeling a certain way. And I just thought it was super well done. And then, of course, it kind of relaxed into the chorus itself. So I'm looking forward to hearing that again. I'm hoping there's another pre-chorus that does that.
Yeah, I really like what he's doing lyrically too. I obviously don't know what's being said, but just the flow of it.
Well, it's at the bottom. I've got those captions.
It's at the bottom. Oh, sorry. I don't know what's being said because I'm an idiot. No, but just I think I was just more focused on the flow of it.
Of course,
I was looking at. So is that Tagalog or is it Filipino? I don't know.
Well, there's 2,000 islands and therefore 2,000 versions of dialects, but Tagalog is the primary one that we generally reference.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what it's in.
Yeah,
Practice
I mean,
if we're wrong.
that language really, at least what's being sung here, really lends itself to a cool flow because melodically, it's kind of staying static, which is cool. But if you do that, then the words you're singing and the flow of the words you're singing have to be really interesting to keep the audience interest. So yeah, and there's just a certain flow. Like I can't remember what was said, but just I was struck by how everything just kind of rolled off the tongue in a really cool way.
Oh yeah, it almost sounded like it was it just had like a loop, something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll pay
that's
attention
great.
to the words this time.
Right, let's keep going.
The translation.
Real quick, what did Francesca say?
Fire Johnny, I think she said.
No, in the coffees.
She said, thanks for always keeping Friday mornings fun and interesting. Read the subtitles, Johnny, or you're fired.
Thank you, Francesca.
Boy, di na bago sa'kin ang pakiramdam ng nasa baba. Mabigat ang dala
7,000
puso'y
islands.
bato na at habang buhay kong papasa ng kahiga na bakalalim. Buntong hininga patuloy kong ibubuga-buga-buga. Sige, subok kong ubra. Kahit may boses pa na magsabing lakakwenta. Alam kong may pag-asa, liwanag may wala pa. Paulit-ulit man ang pasakit akong gagawa ng himala. Patuloy ako lalangoy sa dagat ko ng luha. Ganon-ganon lang, ano bang inaakala nyo? Kahit na yurak-yurakan pang pangalan ko, di na mababasag aking pagkatao. Matagal ko na rin iniisip to. Sabihin nyo nga sa'kin kung anong mali ang ginawa ko. Sawang-sawa
This
na
time
ko
he's
kayo ng
connecting it
panalo.
more. Bigger
Lubayan
bill.
yun ako, lubayan yun ako. Di ko maintindihan, tinig sa'king lalamunan.
Quick pauses.
Paano nga ba maibsan? Bigat ng aking nararamdaman.
Wait.
Gusto ko nang sumuko.
Makes it sound more like a
Ng
plea.
puso, nagdidilim ng paligid ko. Wala akong magawa, nahulog na sa isang Kumunoy itong pakiramdam na nasa kumunoy. Lalo nang lumalala, pilitin ko mang lumangoy. Iba ko nakakita pero alam kong ito kumunoy. Kumunoy, kumunoy. Nawawala na ang liyaw at init ng aking apoy. Di ko na alam kung paano ko pa nga itutuloy. Iba ko nakakita pero alam kong ito kumunoy. Kumunoy, kumunoy. Kinakailangan ko ng tulong mo. Pasensya na't nakalimutan ko na lagi lang kayong nariyan sa aking tabi. Pamilya, kaibigan na nagmamahal, nagsisilbing ilaw sa tuwing magulo kong mundo'y nagdidilim. Salamat o aking ama, ako'y makakaangre. Kumunoy, tuluyan ang mawawala ang kumunoy.
Oh, that bridge was great. Just the poetry, along with just the imagery that he's creating. But also there's that plea in his voice. You can hear he's adding air pressure, gives it a little bit of like an edge to the color of his voice. And then, but it's that like pulling himself out of the quicksand kind of feeling. And then, the rise again, along with the lyric, just really well executed vocally here.
Yep, cool melody too. The That's 5. So yeah, A to B minor and F sharp, and then back to D, I think.
He tells. What was I going to say? I'm gonna hit play. I'll remember.
Yeah.
It's very important what I was about to say. He tells something. I don't remember what it was.
Kumunoy, kumunoy. Kinakailangan ko ng tulong mo. Pasensya na't nakalimutan ko na lagi lang kayong nariyan sa aking tabi. Pamilya, kaibigan na nagmamahal, nagsisilbing ilaw sa tuwing magulo kong mundo'y nagdidilim. Salamat o aking ama, ako'y makakaangre. Kumunoy, tuluyan ang mawawala ang kumunoy. Kita ng liwanag, magpatuloy lang sa paglango. Iba ko nakakita at alam kong ito'y kumunoy. Kumunoy, kumunoy. Mulit muling magliliya, panginit ng aking apoy. Di ko man alam dala ng bukas ang sagot ko, hoy. Wala akong pake kung ito'y kumunoy. Kumunoy, kumunoy. Salamat o aking ama. Patuloy ang paglaban sa aking isipan, napupuno na ng kadiliman.
It's awesome.
There's something about his. I mean, we talk about his songwriting all the time, how versatile he is, right? But when he's singing too, I don't know if it's probably comes from his very adept skill sets for rapping, but there's something just primal about his tone, his delivery, and I don't mean like it's like poorly done or anything like that, but I mean
Not like
there's
overly raw.
no,
There's like a passion to it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something primal in his delivery, particularly when he raps. But I'm hearing it really well here as well on some of those higher notes. That's a challenge to sing sometimes anyway. But then to add that passion, I like that word for it, mixed in with it.
Although I think what you're maybe there's like a natural angst to it, that there's just that little extra guttural push that's that seems very expressive.
And I'm
Gritty,
just a sucker for that. Yeah, I like the. I mean, I'm a rock guy, so it's just like I like that little push, those risks. The risk is an element he adds to his delivery all the time, which I'm a sucker for.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy just how versatile he is with everything, because he's doing everything across the board. He's writing the songs, he's producing them, arranging them. I'm sure, and it's just all of his choices.
They run their own label. And I think he's. I don't know what his role specifically, but I mean, that group runs the show. I mean, they.
Yeah, and he's at the head of things. I'm sure.
I mean, they are very clever young men.
No, it's just
all the way around.
Just great, because we've heard so many different styles from him, and each one is great. And I just love how creative he is with his choices, melodically, but also production-wise. Just some of the choices he used with, because you could just use a simple pad, and he always is a little bit. He's not a little bit. He's just always very adventurous with his choices.
Yes.
They're just a little. They're definitely edgy.
All right, we are going to circle back to Pablo. I do not know what you selected. He's the CEO. There you go.
There you go.
That's pretty much the top.
That's awesome. That's
fantastic. Amazing. Okay, so we are going to circle back to Caloy, and then we are going to. You guys voted on the company, and then we have Pablo. I don't know what song it is yet. I will know soon. And then, yes, we do have bonus songs for today based on how much time that we have left. They are already selected. Don't even put it in the chat. They're already selected based on your previous request. And I may have kept them leaning towards the Christmas theme because it's Christmas, which started 4 months ago in the Philippines. So we're trying to catch up. All right, this is interesting. This is a switch voice. So like male to female. He's singing to what is this? Monkey app. I've heard of this. Is this where you don't have any personal information, you just like randomly meet up with other people and like they don't know who you are and you just chat?
I think you're talking about Tinder.
No, it's that, but not for dating.
Yeah, I know.
I believe. Anyway, so we're gonna listen to one of these. So let's find out.
Can you play Happy Birthday on your guitar? It's my birthday today.
Okay. Just a version. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Crooning style.
Happy birthday.
Totally different than we just heard him do.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Say switch. Say switch.
Switch.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, happy birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Great guitarist
Oh my God,
too.
that was
He's
so
just so
awesome.
comfortable
God, we
in his
did it.
execution.
Wait, can I give one more song recommendation?
Yeah.
Literally any Christmas song, I would be in love.
Told you it's Christmas themed.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. And there is just one thing I need.
Sitting right in the pistachio.
I don't care about the present underneath the Christmas tree. I just want
It's your language, young lady.
more than you
Family-friendly show.
could ever know, and make my wish come true.
Is he gonna switch again?
All I want for Christmas.
I think he's in that range already.
No, I meant down.
Is you.
Oh, it's really well done on the riffs too. Still going.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. I don't care about the present underneath.
I think she's trying to get him to switch again.
the Christmas tree. I do need to hang my stocking there upon the fireplace.
What a great tone in that range of notes.
Santa Claus will make
Oh, yeah.
me happy. We did so on Christmas Day. I just want to form my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas.
Brado's so slick.
Is
Nice.
you.
Oh, he's great.
He's awesome.
That's fantastic. Oh my
Thank you.
gosh. 15 out of 10.
15 out of 10. Well done.
Wow,
No, that-
I thought it was a different singer at first. It was such a different going down that octave, which I forget. Oh, I forget what key he did it in. But yeah, it was like just the whole tonality changed. And then,
Yes.
but even when he went up the octave, especially for the Mariah Carey tune, his delivery was so much different too. Just as the way he used his vibrato, just the runs he was doing is almost, I almost didn't recognize him from the first performance at all.
Well, and he's able to, in his head voice, there's multiple tones too. It's not just Mickey Mouse, right? It's not just one sound. It has, he's able to add a little angst and edge to it, mix in the vocal fry and the breathiness. And so there's like multiple colors in that space. He obviously has spent thousands of hours just exploring that and then moving back and forth, which is great. And he just executes it so well.
Yeah, so he was on a cruise ship, did somebody say?
Oh, I missed that.
Okay, I
don't
thought
know.
somebody said something. I could see him being just a huge hit on that because
Taking both
Obviously-
roles too, duets.
he's so good, but he's also very entertaining, and he's just kind of like really loose and off the cuff with it, and he's just having a fun time. So that's, I mean, even if he wasn't such an amazing vocalist, I mean, he's just that, can do so much just having that entertainment quality.
Yeah. By the way, I do see that there's more. Please continue. There's more songs. It's a 33-minute video, so I was only planning to do one for today. Doesn't mean we can't come back. We see a lot of requests in the chat. Not the chat, in the comments after the live stream. Multiple requests. Then we circle back to artists. But we got a great sense of who he is, and we'd be happy to come back to him if we see a surge of interest. Absolutely, 100%.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's the problem with Filipino singers. It's just like was it 19 million we estimated we have to get to still? Was that roughly?
Yeah, we're chipping away. We're chipping away. I think it's still in that 19 million area.
in that span. All right, back to the company. This is more recent. Now That I Have You. This is from 4 years ago on the Wish Bus. Here we go.
Wish 1075.
All of my life
I've learned.
it seemed that something had been missing. I didn't know what to do.
This is an original, I assume?
Days would pass me by, each as lonely as the other, until I met you. You opened the door and let the sun shine in. My life will never be the same again.
It's like 30 years later, I just realized.
Yeah.
Everything just seems so right.
One member.
Now
It's
that I have you, I'm alive.
Nice.
You are the song that I'll be singing my whole life through. I'm living in a brighter world now that I have you. Looking ahead, I see the two of us together. Walking hand in hand. I'll never let you go, 'cause you're so dear to me, and it isn't any wonder why I love you so. 'Cause you
Very Carpenter's esque.
Yes, I hear that too.
and let the sun shine in. My life will never be the same again. Now that I have you, everything just seems so right. Now that I have you, I'm alive. You are the song that I'll be singing my whole life through. I'm living in a brighter world now that I have you.
Nice.
I feel this love is real.
So, quick pause. I see that you guys saying this is an original. Was this also written by Ryan Kyabyab? Do they compose themselves? I also noticed you mentioned something about that they are songwriters. Oh, it's maybe not the best frame to freeze on this guy.
Oh,
He looks very excited. Let me back it up for a
poor
second.
guy.
That they're composers themselves. So just curious. You mentioned vocal coaches as well. So
I would assume they do their own arrangements. I feel like it's very sort of
often,
catered.
yeah. But I mean, if they're working with someone like Ryan, if it was written for them or with them, maybe there was some, that was planned out. That I don't know, but
Yeah, they're great though. I love the Carpenters thing. I mean, I'm a big Carpenters fan. Just stylistically, music wise, but also just that like I was saying, the swah, and just their blend is so
yes,
just so seamless too. It's just got that really slick Carpenters blend. I mean, and Carpenters kind of were one of the first groups vocally to really layer their vocals. So they would start out with their 3-part harmony, 4-part harmony, but then they would layer it and do the same parts multiple times, and that would give it that lush sound. Obviously, they're doing it just with the 5 of them.
they're writing their own songs. Thank you, Millie.
Okay, yeah. So they're getting that full sound just with the 5 of them, which is really awesome. I wonder if there's they would kill a Carpenters tune.
Yeah, maybe
There's
they
got to
have a
be
cover.
covers, yeah.
Yeah,
So let us know in the chat. If there's
Yeah.
Carpenters.
we'd circle back to that.
Is real. I see it in your eyes. You take my hand, and
Nice.
I understand you are mine.
Thanks for joining us, Alvin.
You are mine.
I knew it was coming.
Now that I have you, everything just seems so right. Now that I have you, I'm
Give an update. Katrina wrote the song. At least this one.
In a brighter world now that I have you.
Wish exclusive on Wish 1075.
Now
Peace.
that I have you.
Ooh, that was cool. Just nice.
Kind of reminds me of that. Do you know that group in the '60s, the Association? You know that
I think
band?
so.
I feel now.
I didn't know James Ingram. I'm supposed to know the Association.
Never mind, love. You know this song?
Oh, never my love. Okay.
How can you think love would not? I love that stuff,
Yeah.
but they kind of have a similar blend.
They were, and some pointed out that they were, mentioned that they were kind of flat. They did have moments that they were a little bit off, but that, that this is a live, unfixed, unauto-tuned delivery, and that's what singers sound like, unlike a lot of what we hear on the radio today. But as I mentioned earlier, if you're just joining, these are the groups that set the bar in many ways too, because there are definitely more pitch precise groups now because they grew up listening to this and they refined. I mean, it's like sports. It's like athletes keep getting better and better and faster, and just because you're inspired by, you learn from, and it's just the bar just keeps getting set higher and higher and higher. But
Yeah.
so cool. I love that they're still singing 30 years later. That's amazing.
Yeah, is that all original members there? I mean, I feel like
I don't know.
there's one missing because there was 6 in the first video we saw. There was only 5 there, so.
So technically Pablo is next and the winner was Drowning in Water, but I kind of have a surprise song I want to fit in now. Because it also includes The Company, and it's Christmassy, and it's Leia Salonga singing with The Company. I already hit play. There's nothing I can do. 12 Days of Christmas, Leia and The Company. I really should put transparency on this time.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me
So
a
cute.
partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves.
This is The Company, I guess.
Partridge in a pear tree. On the 5th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings.
God, I love her voice.
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings. 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
The only thing I didn't think about was how generally, I don't want to use the word annoying to describe this song, but
I was gonna
I
say, I hate
do.
this song.
I'm not a fan.
I love
But
her
it's
though.
Leia.
I was gonna say. I was really faking it. I was faking it during that.
This song is like a Small World After All ride for you. It's just like the same thing, just over and over. And
Yes.
over.
I don't know
But
if anybody knows. I loathe that ride and that song. And
absolutely hates
every time Richard and his family go to Disney World and they go on that ride, they make sure to shoot a video and send me multiple
Yes.
videos of It's a Small World After All.
just in case you forgot it existed. No, I'm not a fan of this song, but she's having fun with all of her facial expressions and just like, she's doing her thing. I know it's on transparency, but
Yeah.
She's just so good. It's just the acting aspect of it, and just love her voice mixed in. But we're going to
She's a
continue
beauty.
because
I think she's just lovely. Like, just her whole
Absolutely.
presence, you know, her voice is just amazing,
Yeah.
obviously.
But we're gonna hear the company come in at some point here.
The seventh day of Christmas, my true
Oh,
love
God.
gave to me.
5 more
Seven
days.
swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5
6 more.
Oh no!
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 8th day of Christmas,
Yeah.
my true
She's
love
annoyed
gave to
too.
me.
We feel
8
you.
maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5.
All right, there we go.
4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas,
We're almost there.
9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying.
Hey, they're mixing it up. It's evolving.
You can only polish a turd so much, Richard.
And then 54 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear
Leia can do it.
tree.
I believe in
On
Leia.
the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 6 geese a laying,
That was low.
5 golden rings. 3 French hens, and a partridge in a pear
See, she's done.
tree. On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 11, 10, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Last one. Last one.
I'll believe it when I see it.
On the 12th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 12 drummers drumming,
Oh, they're gonna drag this one out.
11 pipers piping, 10 lords a leaping, 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids a milking, 7 swans a swimming, 6 geese a laying, 5 golden rings. Sorry, Maestro. Joke. Come back. Four calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay. I'm going to go on record and say now, we will never have this song on the channel again because I love my best friend in the
I was
chat
about to-
wholeheartedly agrees this is exhausting.
I was about to call for a mutiny, so I'm glad you said that. Mutiny against Richard deciding on what songs to listen to.
Listen, I saw Leia. I couldn't look at Vicky.
Oh my goodness. After
It-
that
it-
song,
She must
Vicky
be delayed.
really loves us.
She must be delayed. What did she say in it? It was 30 coffees.
Yeah, geez. Vicky Philo
Incredible
from down
supporter.
under, not Philo, as we thought for many months, because we're stupid. Good morning. 2 a.m. in Sydney. Oh, 2
Oh my
a.m.
goodness.
Finally caught up with your live show. Thanks for supporting our Filipino music and artists. Have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you so much, Vicky.
Thank you so much.
He's
We
best.
we apologize for the last 6 minutes of your life, but not really. I can listen to Leia all day. Not that song, but I absolutely love Leia. And the company had a lot of fun on stage too.
It was fun. was a
Maybe
fun
we should bring in the
performance.
New Year's with Small World after all. We can probably find some really quality singers to sing that for you.
Just probably start putting out ads in the for a new partner. Ads online. I was gonna say ads in the newspaper. Does anybody do that anymore?
No. Okay, moving on. Back to our schedule. For those of you still here, thank you.
Does there have to be 12 days of it? Like
3 was fine. Anyway,
it's like Hanukkah's only what, 8?
I don't know. Okay.
12.
Mom, I know 6 minutes I cannot get back. I hope you enjoyed yourself in chat at least. Okay. Moving on to Drowning in the Water.
Oh, gosh.
Uh,
Yeah, that's what I felt like listening to that song. Drowning in the water.
play. Oh, that's what you meant.
I've been sharing
right, switching gears.
all this time, and I feel perfectly fine.
Latte.
You said you love
Nice.
me, and that's alright, but you can't look in my eyes.
Nice. Yeah.
And now you're mad, I don't know what to do. All I know is that, girl, I love you. There's not a
that true?
thing that I won't do. I would even give my life for you. You say, they say,
Change
there's
it.
a lot
Interesting, I like
of
that.
women in this world, but don't you know that you are all
push
that I
again.
see? And baby, what I'll feel when you leave, it'll be like drowning in the water, faster and after, breathing gets harder. I kept trying, but I know deep inside that I've been living life.
I want to take a quick pause to say when I was 14, I was a drummer in a band. There's a song that I co-wrote called Taste of Black.
Yeah. Was it the
That
record
was-
called that too?
It was not up to this caliber by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, and he didn't. Yeah, you didn't stop there. The actual album was named after the song, right?
Because it was that good.
Yes, we should react to that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
Again,
great.
there's these little primal aspects to his voice, that the edge, the fry, but he also like pushes on the folds in a way that gives it just it never sounds like he's yelling or that's not the word. It's not too tense in a sense where it's like it's restricted. Instead, it's just like the lowest setting of a distortion pedal on guitar. It's just enough to give it a little hair, just a little edge
Yeah.
to it that makes it
Mhm.
just so, I think, uniquely him, but it makes the story always feel like there's another depth behind the lyrics there, which is great.
Yeah, I just love how free he is as an artist. He's just whatever style he wants to do, he does, and he does it so well.
Yeah. All right, let me play here. Second verse, I believe we're at here. Back it up a little bit.
After, breathing gets harder. I kept trying, but I know deep inside that I've been living life. Thought holding on to you would do me right. I was wrong, 'cause you're long gone, will I?
Great little riff there, too.
Was waiting, hoping that you break my fall. Now I'm broken, and it's all my fault.
Nice.
Still pick the pieces just to give my all. And if living life without you, what for? 'Cause you see, they say there's a lot of women in this world, but don't you know that you are all that I see? And
Did he perform? Is this recording from? Did he sing it as a
No,
14-year-old?
no.
Okay.
From my understanding, so if I can just pull this one up, if this is correct, yes, he was 14. He didn't release it for a long time because he cringed.
He cringed.
every time he heard
yeah.
it. Yeah, which we all do as young
Yeah.
songwriters, as we age. But there's so many elements in here that it makes sense that he has. This was like a seed into so many things he's doing now because there's so many great elements in this song, and the fact that he went back to it is great. The Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Lyrically, you can hear it being young, and he's definitely evolved as a lyricist over time.
That's
which one does. But yeah, like you said, the elements are there, and this. Okay, this kid's going to be something. But melodically, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. Some of his choices, you can just tell his instincts are right on.
And what I was just going to say too, with The Boy Who Cried Wolf, which someone who's asking for, we have a whole separate reaction for that. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. But that song lyrically is, I think, a bit of a masterpiece from just musically too. So you can see that there's definitely a growth that took place. But it's cool that he went back and did this because there's no way he could have sung it that well when he was 14. So to go back and kind of breathe life into it in that way, which is great. I have another Christmas surprise song.
Oh, joy.
I can't promise it's better because I haven't heard it. However, it's only 4 minutes long, so it's already 2 minutes better than our last experience. It should be good. It should be good. This, I believe, is an original from SB19 Christmas song. So
okay, this will be better.
And I do know it was written by Pablo. That much I looked up. So I thought it'd be a good segue.
Yes,
it's promising.
I just want to clarify: this is no disrespect to Leia or the company.
It has nothing to do with Leia or the company.
No, they're awesome. We love them, but that song, just
Francesca, this is how best friends torture each other.
Yeah.
I have a song for you that you have to hear because we're live.
Oh man!
All right, let's check this out. This is Ligaya. Does that mean Christmas? I don't know what this is. Please let us know. I'll put there are no closed captions. It's dead here, so let us know what it's about. That would be awesome. Sorry, before I play this, because I see the request coming in too. For Leia and Pentatonics, for those of you not familiar with our channel, we have gotten away with doing a couple pentatonic shorts, but even those get blocked. About 11% of our viewers, certain countries, don't get seen. We cannot watch a full video from Pentatonics. Unfortunately, it gets blocked globally. The last 3 are no-go. I've written to the company, so I don't really have any explanations as to why. But just, we appreciate the request. Believe me, we're with you. We'd love to.
Ligaya means joy. So when you said I have a new Christmas song, and I was like, oh joy.
Yes, that's
right
fantastic. You were spot on. Beautiful.
Yep.
All right, let me back it up here. That's great.
Check it.
This was 2 years ago.
Ilang taon na rin bang nakalipas? Marami-rami na rin nating dinanas. Yeah. Kahit pa ngayon sa mesa walang teras. Nanatiling
Ken's got a cool edge to it too.
Dahil ang tunay na ligaya, ay di mo makikita. Ito lamang ay madarama kung mayroong kapayapaan sa bawat isa. Halina, iyong pakinggan ang tamis ng katahimikan. Dinggin mo ang bawat tibok ng pusong nagmamahalan. Maligayang Pasko sa mga kaibigang totoo. Maligayang Pasko.
Francesca.
Kesyo makeso, ba't di mo samahan ang puto? Sabay kainin mo yung igo. Kasi di na uso, sa ako ng muso. Iwasan nyo na rin nakakunot inyong mga noo. Dahil alam ko balang araw titigil ang mundo. Walang saysayang magkimkim ng galit sa ating puso. Dahil ang tunay na ligaya, gaya ay di mo makikita.
Think about the song we just heard from Pablo, and then his writing for this.
I know.
This goes to our point. It's just he's so versatile, and each style either, although both songs fall under the pop umbrella in many ways, he's able to write based on an agenda just very cleverly. I'm just always impressed with his work in that.
Yeah,
aspect.
that's what I'm saying. Like Ryan is my dream job as I get older, because I would love to do that. But as an artist writer, Pablo's doing exactly what I would want to be doing, and I strive to do every day.
Let me clarify. Johnny does do this. He's got a #1 hit on Billboard. He writes songs every day. He's in the studio. What he means to say is he wants to write with Pablo.
That's what I mean. Yes, I do this. Yes.
You're making it sound like you don't do this.
Yeah, but he has way more fans than I do. So.
There's that.
Yeah, we're working.
Lamang imadarama kung mayroong kapayapaan sa bawat isa. Halina, iyong pakinggan ang tamis ng katahimikan. Dinggin mo ang bawat tibok ng pusong nagmamahalan. Maligayang Pasko sa mga kaibigan totoo. Maligayang Pasko. Sa pamilya ko na laging suportado. Maligayang Pasko sa mga mahal ko, mahal mo. Hey, alam nyo bang kayo lang ang natatanging ligaya ko? Hey, mahal sa puso ang tanging hiling ko'y kasiyahan nyo ngayong Pasko.
Vibe in the video is great. Just
It's cool.
a little melodic hook. And fade. Nice. Fun. All right. I did better on the second choice, right?
You did. You did. that was a quality one.
Oh my goodness. So we have time for one more. Now I already have one lined up. It's not Christmas. Next week is Christmas. Let me plug that real quick. Next week is... Wait, is next week our Christmas special already? It is. It's going to be December 20th. Okay. So the artists and songs have already been selected. They're based on previous requests, so we're not taking any requests for next week. They are what they are. And they are sung by Morissette, Charisse, Jose Mari Chan, who we've never heard before. We have Gigi, Lonnie, Katrina, The Mads, and Regine. It's going to be ridiculous, regardless of the song choices. So we hope you can join us for that. That will be a lot of fun. And then, Fronia, Fronina, I can't say the name yet. The dude that just
Not
won
sure.
The Voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
is going to be on the week after that, along with I don't think I have the third person. Oh, and then we're going to do Ken from SB19 that week.
Awesome.
As well. Yes. So the song we're going to do right now, which we've heard a lot of, is by popular demand. It is a song we did not get to on our Reaction Wednesday. Katrina Velarde. Her music video of All By Myself has been requested a bajillion times because we switched over to a live, and I said we'd come back to the music video. So that's what we're doing. We got you back. I'm pulling it up right now. This song and Steel Hearts She's Gone are the two karaoke standards. But this is in karaoke style. I mean, she made a whole music video presentation out of this.
Yeah, I mean, I loved the start of this too. I'm looking.
So good, yeah. Because there is something in the studio. So Fronio, thank you for breaking that down. I keep forgetting. No, Francesca, we're not doing 12 Days of Christmas again. Johnny will literally walk out. So we're not going to do that.
Don't test me.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so something in the studio recording versus live. Live has an element of excitement, but when things aren't actually overproduced and they're capturing the essence and the nuances and all these amazing things within a singer like they do with Katrina, there's something to be heard. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, all the little details that you just can't get live or you can't hear live sometimes, depending if, the sound of the room is masking things. So yeah,
Right.
You can really hear the nuances in a good studio recording.
Welcome. Thanks for joining the chat. You must have came in during the 12 Days of Christmas. I don't know.
Oh,
Thanks for subscribing, because that's the only way you can get to the chat. So you may have unsubscribed by now. But we're going to listen to Katrina.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
When I was young, I never needed anyone. Making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone, I think of all the friends I've known. But when I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself, don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Hard to be sure. Sometimes I feel so insecure. Love so distant and obscure remains the cure. All by myself.
So precise. I know.
Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna live all by myself anymore.
Thanks for being here, Rick.
See you, Rick.
We only watched the first verse of this video on Wednesday, for those of you asking. Apparently she does something different at the end. So I don't mean to talk over the new bridge.
The new piano bridge. Richard's like, did they just add this? Like, no, Richard. It's part of the song.
All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself All by myself. Don't wanna live by myself.
Okay.
Don't wanna live by myself anymore, by myself anymore, by myself anymore.
Ah, the goosebumps. What was that? You want to hear it again? I got you. Ah, great choices.
Don't wanna live by
That's sick.
myself anymore, by myself anymore, by myself anymore.
Not even human. That's just
She's so good.
one
So
of the
good.
greats, without a doubt. One of the greats of all time, I think.
Ah, well, this has been an adventure. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I don't have anything else to add to Katrina, only because we just spent 90 minutes. Where's the music? Hold on.
I feel like a moment of silence after that performance is warranted.
You know what? Drink it in. She's absolutely stunning. Her choices were so unique on that. Amazing. Thank you for all of our Thronely members, our silver, gold, and diamond members. We have some new ones that are at the end of this list. Thank you so much for Odie the Cat. If that's not a cool member name, I don't know what is. And Duyen, we're going to meet you Monday for our December Diamond Thronely meeting. We're looking forward to hanging out with all of you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Next week, our Christmas special for TGIFF. And that is all for now. We love you all. Have a
That's
great
all.
weekend, guys. Thanks for hanging with us. Bye.
5 golden